Greetings. Today, the moon goes into Cancer just a little bit before, a couple minutes before 5:30 a.m. Pacific time. And we have that vibe shift from the moon where it has been in Gemini and thinking and curiosity into Cancer, where we feel our feelings and need to attend to our inner needs, what is moving inside of us and our emotions. I'm Marina Orms here with your Astro Vibe for Tuesday, July 22nd. And we also today have the moon going, not the moon, but the moon goes into Cancer. And then a couple of hours later, the sun goes from Cancer into Leo. So just after the moon or enters Cancer, the sun is actually completing its time at the very end of Cancer. So we have those for a couple hours. We have those bookends of the moon at the very beginning and the sun at the very end of Cancer. And then that sun shifts into Leo, and we are in Leo season. And we have a Leo new moon coming up on Thursday that forms a very interesting cradle pattern in the sky. And I shared about that on Sunday in my video about the rare cradle formation with the Leo new moon. So that's coming up on Thursday. And if you missed that video, definitely a good one to check out because that in the 4 points of a six-pointed star that are formed by this Leo new moon are kind of activating some shifts in energy, some creative energy, some visionary possibility. So it kind of speeds up manifestation. And this is an important new moon coming up here for setting intentions and figuring out how to connect with positive qualities you want to see grow. And so while the moon was in Gemini, we we have that energy of connecting with our thinking and getting new ideas and shifting our thinking about shifting into what is positive, what brings beauty and pleasure into our lives. And what now with the moon going into Cancer, we want to connect with the feeling of those positive qualities. What does it feel like in your body to awaken joy, pleasure, meaning, love, beauty, right? These positive qualities that make you feel good. And we are, as the moon enters Cancer, we are also coming full circle from where we began this moon cycle with the new moon in Cancer. So this is that moon maturing and coming full circle back to Cancer, where we began this moon cycle before the next new moon in Leo. And so with the Cancer moon for, Tuesday and Wednesday and part of Thursday, we also have that energy of returning to the themes of caring, of self-care, of how we care for one another, of how we meet our needs and the needs of one another in society, in our communities. And so reflecting back on what you've learned about caring, what thoughts you've had, what's been percolating or unfolding in your mind and your thoughts and your feelings about caring, and now bringing that into your emotions, what you feel, really getting in touch with what you feel. Any sadness, any anger, any happiness, any joy, like feelings, and really engaging with and allowing those feelings to take up space because they are moving energy inside of you, which ultimately helps you to get more clear about your actions, your thinking, your beliefs, and all of that stuff. So all the more external, I guess, stuff. So the internal process is where we work those things out for ourselves. And as we move through the feelings, we need to support ourselves. Really, really important. And that's one of the reasons why Cancer energy is about caring and also home and safety and mothering. Because where you feel safe is where you can do this more vulnerable work of processing your emotions, feeling what you feel, letting it move through your body as you need to. And so think about the crab, right? Cancer, the crab, and how the crab claws come out because that crab is protecting something, and the soft insides of the crab that are protected by the hard outer shell and the sharp claws. So that crab energy is the energy of how we create safety for ourselves, because that soft inside has work to do. It has stuff it needs to do. And if it's being attacked and having to, be something it's not or defend itself all the time, it can't do that more important, deeper inner work. And so that's true for us. We need time where we're not having to be on, where we're not having to perform, deliver, appear a certain way, show up in ways that people expect us to. We need that time where we feel safe to just be who we are, because we are doing this important work of feeling and healing, right? Healing comes when we feel. And when we have that opportunity to process on that inner level, then we tend to, be able to do that healing work that our bodies, our souls already know how to do. So sometimes it's just a matter of giving yourself the safety and the time and the space that you need. So home time, time by yourself, maybe, right? Time in with a good friend where you feel nurtured and nourished, and also all the self-care things, good food, reading a book, listening to music, whatever it is that is nourishing for you and supports you to honor. And as you honor your inner work that you are doing, that is really, really, really important. So feeling the feelings, but also not dwelling, not getting stuck in the feelings, recognizing that feelings are there to move. So just like, what happens when you get a stagnant pool of water is things fester, right? So you want to get that water moving. And so when the water can flow, when it can go where it needs to go, it's clean and clear and tends to be, much less infested, I guess. So I don't know what I'm trying to say, but you get the idea. Like, let the water flow. Don't let it stagnate. And that's the idea. Okay, so images of crabs and claws and flowing water and self-care and safety. And hopefully you got something useful from that sparks your own self-care. I would love to hear your thoughts in what speaks to you, and how you are finding ways to get your own needs met, especially with the moon in Cancer today and tomorrow. And as we head into that meaningful new moon on Thursday, where manifestation speeds up. So doing the cleaning and clearing work so that you can access those positive feelings and positive qualities that you want to see grow. All right. Thanks for being here. I'm Marina Orms. You can book a reading with me at astrologyheals.com. And again, I am posting some information and some really good videos on evolutionary astrology. So I've got a second one, part 2 in the series coming out very soon. So go subscribe if you haven't already. Get a free account so you can be notified when that second video comes out. You can go watch the first one right now. It's there, and the link is in the description for this video. Thanks for being here, and thank you for subscribing. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and I appreciate you. I will see you next time with more astrology for unshakable self-care. Bye for now.